From the place affectionately known as the K, we're at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Kansas City Royals. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the 6th spot. This guy put together one of those ridiculous seasons last year. His numbers were off the chart, and he hit everything. Breaking balls, changeups, splits. The league couldn't figure him out, and he went berserk on the whole year.
And now for the Angels, kid82, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. But not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. The relay. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Into the box now, kid82. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, and he wound up getting thrown out.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy.
Stepping into the box, Rex Ludwig.
Rex Ludwig.
To short, hit hard. He's got it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez.
The catcher,
Merrifield on at first, nobody out.
Perez.
Bounce to first. To second for one. On to Morrison, and it's a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there.
Stepping into the box, kid82, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He pulls this one into right. Ludwig will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Settling in now, kid82. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
4 runs, 11 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Line drive to center field. Owings is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Now in the box, Edgar Salas. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Edgar Salas.
Ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
5-3, the final score in this afternoon's game. The Halos came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. MLB The Show has Saturday Night Baseball from Kauffman Stadium. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Royals, the center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
1 strike offering now to Hamilton. Hit hard on the ground to short. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in his zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Batting second,
Here's Chris Owings now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Down to third. To second for one. On to first, a double play. Well, a chance now from the K to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. Striding in, Casey Duke. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Casey Duke.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slapped hard the opposite way. Flores is there, and he'll bring this one in.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively.
So digging in now, Casey Duke, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
You know what, Matty? I don't see it ending anytime soon. And we got to take a look at the upcoming matchups, but this guy is absolutely locked in the plate, and I don't think anybody gets him to lose his toehold right now.
Up next for the
now to the plate, Yolmer Sanchez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Soft liner to the right side, but this is speared by the first baseman. 2 on here with 1 man out, and that'll bring up the big left-handed bat of Logan Morrison. Now the 2-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Brusino. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
Here's Michael Brantley. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Flores has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now. Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. Merrifield's right there to take the routine throw and retire the side. Angels get just the 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Angels lead it 4-0. Ready for another chance? Casey Duke, he singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last play.
High and deep to center field. Hamilton going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Whit Merrifield next to hit. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play.
Whit Merrifield.
Left center, base hit.
chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a...
Ready once again, kid82. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Angels strand one, but they're in front. At the plate, Whit Merrifield. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. There's one on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly two away now. So next to the plate for the Royals, Whit Merrifield, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. KC down to their final strike in this one. A swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first here is going to be... Angels have taken the first two games of this series on the road, as this one is over.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in their face and salt this game away for his guys.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Los Angeles Angels took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Michael Wacha takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, as he finished just 1 out shy of 9 complete innings. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels. 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday. Heath Fillmyer, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, but that'll be off the wall in right center. Now a third runner heading for the plate, and a relay home, and he's in there safely as they jump out ahead with 3 runs scoring on the play.
Not the way you want to start the game as the pitcher. He dug his own grave a little bit, loading the bases there, and he had no chance but to throw a strike. Well, that's what you get when you start to groove one over the plate. It's a bases clearing double, and now he's down 3-0.
Batting 7.
Ready now for L.A., Yolmer Sanchez. And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Angels are out in front, 3-0. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in.
Salvador Perez.
Two quick strikes, and now the hit to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Royals leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Here's Chris Owings now. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. The 1-2.
Owings.
To the left side. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. KC down in order. They trail it here 3-0. In is Jorge Soler. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get up. Big inning started.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in for his second at-bat, KC2, fresh off a bases-clearing double his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you want.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, KC2. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as we take a look at the Angels team leaderboard, you see there he's currently leading the ball club in that category. In now, Yolmer Sanchez. No hits to this point.
Second baseman.
Duke leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And now they've got him in a rundown. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Angels go quietly there, but they lead it 3. Striding into the box, KC2. He singled his last time up.
KC2.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Merrifield scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Angels leave 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Now batting, Edgar Salas. And they're runners at the corners now.
Edgar Salas.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. The throw pulls him off the bag. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game. Now at the plate, Edgar Salas.
The third baseman, Edgar Salas.
From the windup, the 1-1. Ground to short. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. This ball game still tied 5-all. At the plate, KC2. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out.
Duke.
Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out toward right field. Ludwig is in pursuit, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Into the box now, KC2. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first.
Duke.
Here's the first pitch. Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Yet another shot to end it right here as we move on to the home half of the inning, and we are all tied 5-5. So stepping in, Hunter Dozier. His prior history in this matchup, 2 hits in 7 tries.
Dozier.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. On to Morrison at first, but it's not in time, and they'll have to settle for 1.
Well, it took about a game and a half to seal this deal, but they took the lead in the top of the 14th and hung on for the road win in the bottom of the 14th. That's a real team builder right there.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Los Angeles Angels posted a 3-run first.
A player with elite speed is issued a challenge by one of his coaches.
We're just a few blocks south of Lake Erie at Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Cleveland Indians. The Tribe have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Carlos Carrasco gets the starting assignment for the Tribe in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. And when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Coming to the plate now, Casey Duke. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Duke.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Row, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The 2 teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Luplow ranging back to the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out. And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
The second baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yolmer Sanchez. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Kipnis on to first, and they get them both. Standing in, Theoreo Garcia. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first.
Garcia.
Full play ball to second. 4. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. Garcia, base runner at first with 1 out. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
The 1-2. A bullet to first base. Now at the plate, Casey Duke, and he'll face Carlos Carrasco to get the inning underway. Here comes the first pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
Stepping in, Yolmer Sanchez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Line drive snagged on a short hop, and he'll take this one as the runner moves up to third. So striding in, Logan Morrison, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch to first. Moore fields it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Jose Ramirez. And he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position. Hit hard, short. And that's through into left, a base hit. 1 run is scored. And he's in safely at third as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's it.
Digging in and looking for more, Casey Duke. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Luplow moves over. 1 down. So coming to the plate, Jordan Luplow. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Crone on second. Kipnis at first. 2 out in the inning. Little chopper up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat. Digging in, Kevin Plawecki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Kevin. Low.
Hit on the ground to short. Duke. And there's 1 away. Stepping in, Duke. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Duke is, get this, slugging over 700. That's a number almost unheard of, so if you can help it, don't miss any of his at-bats. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
The final line.
Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Indians. Progressive. So here's the cleanup hitter, Duke, and the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. He's set. Here it comes. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
You know what, Matty? I don't see it ending anytime soon. We got to take a look at the upcoming matchups, but this guy is absolutely locked in the plate, and I don't think anybody gets him to lose his toehold right now.
The third baseman.
Digging in, Jake Lamb, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the 1-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy is one of 3 American League Silver Sluggers in the outfield. You know how many outfielders there are in the league? A lot. And he walked away with one of the Silver Sluggers. This man can hit.
Davis.
Ready with the 3-0. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk. And there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
Stepping up now, Yolmer Sanchez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Ready with the 1-2. Runner's on his way to third. Flipped out the other way towards short. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. Angels get just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Angels. Now at the plate, Justin Bohr, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Justin.
Here's the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout.
Digging in, Duke. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. A 1 pitch on its way. On the move is Trout from first. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the Hein. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 14 on the season, and the Angels have taken a 3-0 lead.
I'm pretty sure he was too focused on the men at first, worried about the steal.
Ready now, Kevin Plawecki, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Duke is under it, and he's got it for the first out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Casey Duke, 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's set, and the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Liner in there for a base hit. Camargo rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily as they extend the lead to 5-zip. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. So 2 on with 2 away, and in to hit next will be Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb.
Runner goes for third. Smoke toward the hole, and that is into right field, a base hit. And the second run will score as this suddenly is now a 7-0 ball game.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives into.
Ready for another shot now. Casey Duke. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. McCallum has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Casey Duke. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone. Because
striding in for the Indians, Justin Bohr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they only roll 2.
Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
they get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, C.J. Cron. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set and the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground to short. Duke gloves it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Digging in once again, Jordan Luplow. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. On the short, this could be 2. He's got it to second for 1. Back to first, a 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 17.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Cleveland Indians. Major League Baseball on the show is next. So now the Angels cleanup batter, kid82, chance to cash in here, and don't be surprised if he does. Certainly known as one of the best clutch hitters in the sport today. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. Luplow is right there, one down.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
Standing in, kid82. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side. Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn two.
Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Third baseman, Jake.
So it's second and third with one gone now. And in to hit next will be Jake Lamb. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. One run scores. The throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, D-Roll, that's...
So striding forward now, C.J. Cron. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We played 4 full. It's the Angels 2 and the Indians nothing. Digging in to try it again, kid82. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Kluber pauses. First pitch on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Into the box, Scott McCallum. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of that. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
So here's Francisco Lindor now.
Leading off.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
And you know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now.
In now for Cleveland, Jason Kipnis. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Kipnis.
It's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. So they avoid what could have been a costly. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott McCallum. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Ready on 0-2. Slow roller out to short. Right to him. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they. Leading off the inning, Casey Duke, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Duke.
Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Friday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend. Andrew Heaney will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Andrew Heaney, I love this guy from the left side. Not afraid to throw strikes. Like a lot of lefties, inconsistency with the...
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Ryan Healy.
Swing and a liner. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the third. Digging in now, Casey Duke comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. From the stretch, just able to get a piece of that for strike one. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
The next 0-2. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 15 for him thus far as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be...
Now at the plate, Casey Duke. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
And the Angels just won't let up as this is going to be good for extra bases. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
Striding in once again, Yolmer Sanchez. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Yolmer Sanchez becomes out number 2 this inning. Comes set with the 0-1. And now the runner's trying for third. Now Lomo turns on one and sends it to deep right field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. These guys are really putting on a show. And now for the Angels, Casey Duke. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out. Next for Seattle, Ryan Healy. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Henniger aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit hard on the ground to second. To second for 1. On to Morrison, and it's a double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Into the box now, Casey Duke, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that's, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
And this will wind up working as a sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second. At the plate, Logan Morrison. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit on the ground to third. A tag for 1, and he'll be safe on the fielder's choice. Digging in now for the Mariners, Ryan Healy. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Duke is calling for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding forward now is the DH, Brad Miller. And his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the 9th. And he's there as this is bounced to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Here's D. Gordon now. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Now, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he will make the catch to